To Carolina Disco Turkeys Baseball here on YouTube. Tonight, the Carolina Disco Turkeys take on the Boone Big Foots. I'm Justin Zimmer, glad to be with you again. I was off the past couple nights. I had a family emergency I had to attend to in D.C., but glad to be back with you tonight. As tonight, the Carolina Disco Turkeys take on the Boone Big Foots. A lot of changes to this Carolina Disco Turkeys team and organization since the last time we spoke. Scott Kirby has been promoted to head coach after Kirk Cabana actually accepted a job out at Ancilla College to be their new head coach. So Scott Kirby takes over to this ball club. And since Scott Kirby took over on Thursday, the Carolina Disco Turkeys are really rolling from the start. We'll give you a little bit of a rundown of the schedule since we've been away, or since I've been away, unfortunately, due to tending to a family emergency. So you go to Thursday night in Boone. Carolina lost 10-4. In Hickory, Carolina lost 10-4 to Boone. On Friday night, Carolina defeated the Greensboro Yard Goats by a final score of 5-1. And then on Saturday, out here at Jim and Bettie Smith Stadium at Beaver Field, Carolina defeated Boone 13-8. And on Sunday at Ray City, the Bootleggers, Carolina defeated them 6-1. So tonight the Disco Turkeys are back in action, and they're hoping to get a win and get into a winning record. Right now the Carolina Disco Turkeys are 9-9-1 with the one tie coming from that game against the Greensboro Monarchs earlier this month. And also the Carolina Disco Turkeys have a new player on the team. Number 31, Banks Cox. He's joining the team from UNC Greensboro. Plays catcher. He'll do a little bit of a DH as well. So a new bat to that Disco Turkey batting order. So the Disco Turkeys come in. It's a big night for them. They're hoping to get into a winning side with a Boone team that kind of, they split the weekend 1-1, but again, it's the battle for the Turkey Foot Cup this year, and both teams are hoping to secure that cup at the end of the summer. Let's give you the Disco Turkey. Let's give you line up with the Boone Big Foots. Leading off will be Drifton Paget out at center. Justin Reed batting second at third. Tylen Reese at designated hitter. Tyson Bass at short. Matthew Wright batting fifth out in left field. Dylan Baycott out in right. Ryan Bellamy at first base. At second base batting eighth, number 13, Colby Anderson. Catching, number 23, Sam Chabelle. And the pitcher today is number 10, Matthew Dooley. That is the lineup for the Boone Big Foots. And now for your Carolina Disco Turkeys under the helm of head coach Scott Kirby. Leading off is number 3, Dion Tubbs. He's out in center field. Batting second, number 2, Miggy Esgaretta. He's at short. Batting third, number 25, Cameron Lee. He's out in right. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 22, Priman Breckbuel. He's normally played in right all summer. Now over to left. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Bentley Yates. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Nicholas Snodo. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Caden Smith. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Aiden McAllister. Batting ninth, the catcher, number 20, Jonathan Barham. And on the mound for the Carolina Disco Turkeys, it's Kobe Cushing. So the umpires will have their meeting. National anthem, all ceremonies coming up next. But when we come back, lineup first pitch between Carolina and Boone. Up next, right here on the Carolina Disco Turkey YouTube channel.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 25, Cam Lee. Batting fourth, left fielder, number 22, Herman Breckbull. Batting fifth, second baseman, number 1, Bentley Yates. Batting sixth, third baseman, number 37, Nico Noto. Batting seventh, first baseman, number 17, Caden Smith. Batting eighth, designated hitter, number 7, Aiden McAllister. Batting ninth, the catcher, number 20, Jonathan Barham. Tonight's pitcher for the Disco Turkeys, number 27, Kobe Cushion. And now, fans, it's time for the starting batting order for the Boone Big Foots, presented by Mellow Mushroom. Combining the best ingredients in their pizza, salads, and drinks, visit either the Boone or Blowing Rock Mellow Mushroom. Please welcome, batting first, the center fielder, number 2, Drifton Patchett. Batting second, the third baseman, number 4, Justin Reed. Batting third, tonight's designated hitter for the Foots, number 35, Tylen Reese. Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 7, Tyson Bass. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 1, Matt Wright. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 16, Dylan Baycott. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 30, Ryan Bellamy. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 13, Colby Anderson. Batting ninth, the catcher, number 23, Sam Shuffle. And on the mound, your pitcher tonight, number 10, Matt Dooley. Your Bigfoots are coached by head coach Ryan Smoot. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise as we honor the United States of America.
And welcome back to Carolina Disco Turkeys Baseball right here on YouTube. As right now we get ready for first pitch. Let's get you once again the starting lineups. We'll start off with the Carolina Disco Turkeys under the helm of head coach Scott Kirby. This is how they're going to line up tonight. Dion Tubbs, he's going to lead off. He's going to be out in center. Batting second, the shortstop, Mickey Escarreta. At third, Cameron Lee, the right fielder. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Herman Breckbull. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Bentley Yates. Batting sixth, Nicholas Noto at third base. Batting seventh, Caden Smith over at first. Batting eighth, Aiden McAllister, designated hitter. Batting ninth, the catcher, Jonathan Barham. And on the mound tonight for the Carolina Disco Turkeys, it is Kobe Cushing. We'll see him in the bottom half of the inning. And pitching for the Boone Big Foots, number 10, Matthew Dooley. He will be the starting pitcher for tonight's contest. So Dooley gets ready to go. From Francis Marion University. He as he came in. He was on this team last year, the Boone Big Foots. He led the team a year ago in strikeouts. From Francis Marion University to give you a run of Dooley's line for the 6'2", 180-pound junior from Lexington, South Carolina. At Francis Marion University this year, he went 45.2 innings pitched, 55 hits, 27 runs, 20 earned, 21 walks, and 35 strikeouts. So Dooley comes in. He had a very good year a season ago with 38 strikeouts. He comes back to the team for his second summer. And come on, come all, it's time for Disco Turkey Baseball right here on YouTube. The right-hander and Dion Tubbs, he will come in. So first pitch to Tubbs. Comes in for strike one. First pitch, 6:33 p.m. on an 82-degree night here in Boone. That one will be a hard grounder right over to first. And that will be good enough for Bellamy to tag it himself for out number one. Set the Boone Big Foots defensively for you. Start out in the outfield. Matthew Wright out and left. Drifton Paget in center. Dylan Baycott in right. Justin Reed at third. Tyson Bass at short. Colby Anderson at second. Ryan Bellamy at first. Chabelle behind plate doing the catching. And once again, Matthew Dooley doing the pitching. That brings up with one out. That will bring up Miggy Azgaretta. First pitch down low, ball one. So 1-0 count, the scoreboard off here. So 2 balls, no strikes. If you're wondering what that big, the big black box, no, box would be if I imposed it there, but the big black thing on the right for that is the scoreboard here. It is off now, and now they've turned it on. So 2-1 count. And that pitch up high. And Azgaretta will get a nice repass over. So that'll be a walk, and that'll bring up Cameron Lee. The team leader in home runs. Took one deep Saturday night. So Lee comes up to the plate. Lee today out in right field. First pitch. High fly ball. That one's going to go deep out to left. And that ball just foul. Nope, and they're going to call it a home run. That ball is gone. Goodbye. Cameron Lee gets a 2-run home run out to left, and it's Carolina 2-0.
Cost money, so make your checks payable to Big Foots Baseball Replenishment Fund. We also charge $20 a foot into the woods for that.
And that ball was crushed. And the fans here in Boone want their opinion to be known, and now Boone's manager will come out, and he's going to want his side of it. It is a debatable call. Kind of was going right along that foul pole line. And then they called it. The wind could push it. The wind did push it foul, but it was enough to upset the Boone fans. But Carolina is up 2-0, and that is what you want if you're a Carolina Disco Turkey right now. You're on a nice little 2-game, nice little win streak going here. You're winning some good games and kind of go right ahead, right in the top of the first inning and take the life out of this ballpark. And that is what you need to do, and they did it right there. So the argument has come to an end, and now that will bring up Priman Breckbuell, and he now comes up with a 2-0 lead. And the balls, I was down the field for batting practice today, and the balls, they were carrying out of this ballpark with very little wind, and so you already saw one there tonight get carried out. So 0-1 count to Breckbuell. So Carolina up 2-0. Second pitch, that's in for a swing and a miss. 0-2. As Breckbuell will readjust the batter's gloves. At the pitch. That one in down low for a ball. 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 strikes. Let's get that stomp stampede going that I was talking about.
From here in Boone. On a gorgeous Tuesday night. Glad to have you with us wherever you may be. And the pitch. That one is in. They're going to call that ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Breckbuell steps out, he'll readjust. And the pitch. That one up high will full up the count at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. With 1 out. And Carolina already is up 2-0. And the pitch from Dooley. Windup kicks in and he'll deal. That one will be down low. And that one will be ball 4. So a walk there. That will bring up Bentley Yates over at second base, batting 5th. And he comes up.
Next up to bat for our fancy feathered friend, second baseman number 1, Bentley Yates.
So Yates comes up to the plate. Breckbuell over on first. Boone in double play alignment. Yates, that will be a pop fly. And that one will drop in front of the center fielder, Paget. And now Carolina's got 2 runners on with 1 out here in the top of the first inning. And Carolina already up 2-0, and that is what Carolina needs to do. And that brings up Nicholas Noto.
Next up to bat for the Disco Turkeys, third baseman number 37, Nico Noto.
So count. And the pitch. Down low ball 1. 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. To Nicholas Noto. And the pitch. Outside edge, ball 2. 2-0 count. So 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. That one inside. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the scoreboard here at Boone keeps going out, so we'll keep giving you the count live. But so 2-1 count, and the pitch in from Dooley. That's in. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Dooley gets ready, he'll look in. He'll wind up. He'll kick. He'll deal. And that'll be down low, ball 3, 3-2. And if you're Boone here, loading the bases is not really a bad idea. That way you get the force out at any base. Choose the wrong pen color there with runner on first and second. That pitch outside. And that will be enough to load the bases. So again, now you'll have that force at any base. You could still get that double play. And that will bring up Caden Smith.
Now batting for the Turkeys, first baseman number 17, Caden Smith.
So Smith comes up, the first baseman tonight. He's got bases loaded and a prime RBI opportunity. First pitch, Line drive. That's going to be out into right. Left field. That's going to score. Breckbuell Yates comes around. And Caden Smith with a double. And now Carolina is up 4-0 here in the top of the first inning. So Carolina, they got the bats working tonight as Aiden McAllister comes up to the plate off of a 2 RBI double.
Stepping right up to the plate, the designated hitter, number 7, Aiden McAllister.
And Boone will have a mound visit. They already got action up in that bullpen. So we'll see if this will end the night of Matthew Dooley, who Dooley so far in this first inning through a third has only pitched 21 throws. And that will end the night. So they gave him a short leash in his night. He is done. When we come back, new pitcher up next right here on YouTube. And welcome back to Carolina Disco Turkey Baseball here on YouTube. Boone Big Foots, new pitcher already in on the night. It's going to be number five, Chandler Padgett, the 5'10", 155-pound junior. Right-hander out of NC Wesleyan. So he comes in, and he inherits it's not a bases loaded situation, but it's still tough. You got both runners in scoring position as he replaces Matthew Dooley, who only threw 21 pitches on the night. So the short leash for him was done after letting up 4 runs here in the top of the first inning. And if you're Carolina, you're not complaining. I mean, this is the start that you want. And now Aiden McAllister, he comes in.
Now batting for the Disco Turkeys, designated hitter, number 7.
But here you really need Padgett to really eat some innings up for you. Unless if you're going with the bullpen game strategy. But again, at times, especially in summer baseball where it is a condensed season, you could have a lot of tired arms. 1-0 count to McAllister. McAllister ground ball. That's going to be right over to Reed over at third. And that will be out number 2 here in the top of the first. So all 9 batters for Carolina are going to come up this inning as Jonathan Barham comes up with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. So Barham comes up, both runners in scoring position. And that first pitch in for a strike, 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. That'll be down low. 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. As Carolina's up 4-0 here in the top of inning number 1. And the pitch to Barham, and that one will be down low. Ball 2. 2-1 count. And Barham, that is a high fly ball. That one's going to force Baycott to run out, and that one will go foul into the lawn seating on the right field side. So 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Paget will wind up. He'll kick, he'll deal. Outside edge, ball 3. Full count.
All right, fans, let's get that stomp stampede going.
So full count. The pitch to Barham. Hard grounder. That's going to go right over to short and Bass to first. And that ends the top of the first inning. Carolina, though, scores 4 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave 2 on the base paths. Boone comes up next. Carolina, though, gives Kobe Cushing a 4-run lead. More Disco Turkey Baseball up next, right here on YouTube.
And also, fans, help us keep this stadium clean. Boone Big Foots, center fielder number 2, Drifton Paget.
Bottom of the first, we come for the Boone Big Foots. Give you their starting lineup tonight. It's Drifton Paget. He's going to lead off out in center. Justin Reed over at third. Batting second, Tyron Reese at the DH spot. Batting third, Tyson Bass. Over at short, Matthew Wright. And left, Dylan Baycott in right field. First pitch to Drifton Paget. In for ball 1, 1-0 count. Ryan Bellamy batting 7th over at first base. Colby Anderson batting 8th at second. Sam Chabelle at catcher, 1-1 count. A ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. They actually call that 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. That pitch, that one now went for a strike, 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. Here on a beautiful night in the mountains in Boone. Padgett tried to signal bunt, pulls back just in time for ball 3. 3-1 count.
It's ball 3.
Give you Kobe Cushing's line heading into tonight's appearance. 12 and a third, 2/3 innings pitched, 11 hits, 16 runs, 12 earned, 10 walks, and 24 strikeouts. 3-1 count the pitch. And down low for a walk. And that will bring up Justin Reed. For the Boone Big Foots, we'll set you the Disco Turkeys defensively. The outfield, it's going to be Breckbuell, Tubbs, and Lee. Breckbuell on left, Tubbs in center, Lee in right. Noto at third, Escoredo at short, Yates at second, Smith at first, and Jonathan Barham by the dish doing the catching. Pitch there from Cushing. That one up high, ball 1. 1-0 count. So ball and no strikes to Justin Reed. So Carolina so far on the year, multiple visits with Boone, and Boone has pretty much kept the same top of the order. They've done some moving around with the rest of their personnel, but Carolina is very familiar with how Boone will line up. So 1-1 count. As again, this is the battle for the Turkey Foot Cup. Winner at the season's end will receive it the inaugural year. 1-1 count. That pitch, hard grounder, foul, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Between here, Carolina and Boone. Here in the bottom of the first, Carolina up 4-0. And the pitch from Cushing. That one in. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
All right, fans, let's welcome the umpires to Boone.
Nope, and they're going to rule that him a strikeout, so Cushing will get out number 1.
And now, batting for your Foots, designated hitter number 35, Tylen Reese.
And that brings up Tylen Reese, the DH tonight. With 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch, up high, ball 1. 1-0 count. One ball, no strikes. Cushing throws over for a pickoff attempt. Padgett gets back in safely. So count remains at 1 ball, no strikes. That pitch, that one will be a fly ball foul. 1-1. A ball and a strike.
The soundbite was finally perfect.
So 1-1 count. And the pitch up high. Ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike. To Tylen Reese. And that will be a swing and a miss up there. So 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch up high, ball 3. 3-2 count. So 5th meeting between these two ball clubs so far on the summer. Some just Offensive stats for the Carolina Disco Turkeys. So far, 5 games played between these two teams. Carolina hitting .260, 385 on base percentage, 8.81 OPS. Again, these are the numbers entering tonight's game. And let's give you the pitching line while we're at it so far. 43 innings pitched. So far against Boone, 50 hits, 40 runs, 29 earned, 33 walks, 35 strikeouts in the 5 meetings thus far this summer. Again, those stats were entering tonight, so those stats do not count the game going on right now. So 3-2 count. And the pitch. That one fouled into the back of the net. 3-2.
Special thanks to Nets. A wonderful invention.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here to Tylen Reese. As Cushion will check on Paget over at first. Cushion looks in. He'll go back over for a pickoff attempt. Paget will be safe. And the count remains at 3-2. That pitch by Reese. That will be a high fly ball. And Breckbuell will come in back to left center to get that running into that block A in front of Tubbs. And that will be out. Number 2. That brings up Tyson Bass. Over at short tonight.
Please welcome shortstop number 7, Tyson Bass.
We got another check over on Paget. Paget this time steps back. He's safe. Top of the hour. Justin Zimmer here with you from Boone, North Carolina. Carolina up 4-0. First pitch to Bass up high, ball 1. 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. That one will be a high fly ball. That one out to center. Tubbs will step into it. And that will be out number 3. So Boone in that top of the first inning. No runs. No hits. No errors. And a runner left on base. More Carolina Disco Turkey baseball up next. Right here on YouTube. First pitch, top of the second, in for a strike. 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Was running to see if I had my tripod. First game back from unexpected absence. Like my car was near the stadium. And left that. Okay, 1-2 in the pitch. Tubbs, hard ground right over to short. And Bass, and that will be an error on Bass, and that will be runner on first. So an E6 there. So Tubbs is on base, first time tonight. One of the few who did not get on base that first inning. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1 Nazareth. He walked. He came around and scored on the Cameron Lee 2-run homer. Top of the first, Tubbs back. Over, no balls on the strike. That pitch outside, that's going to be a ball. And Tubbs will advance on the defensive indifference. 1-1 count. So one ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. That one's in. 1-2. So ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes gets a stop. Here you go, fans.
To the pitch outside. 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Had to close the door there. See if we didn't pick up any more noise that we need. Okay, 2-2 count in the pitch. Outside, that will be a swing and a miss.
Biggie's toe number 1.
And that's going to be the first strikeout of the night for Boone. And I'll bring up Cameron Lee. He went deep his first at bat. He took one out to left field. Hooked it around that 335 sign out in the corner. 335 out on the left, 330 in the right field corner, 385 and left and right center, and 400 deep here in Boone. That pitch down low. Ball 1, 1-0 count. So a ball and no strikes. And a 1-0 count. And the pitch. That's in for a strike, 1-1. And a ball and a strike. That pitch up high for ball 2. So 2-1 count. That pitch in. Inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 strikes gets a stomp stampede.
As now the Boone fans here begin to stomp with the Boone Stampede, a 2-2 count. Hard grounder, foul. That will go right over to Scott Kirby over in the third base coaching box. 2-2. So 2-2-2. Pitch down low for a ball. 3-2 and without number 1. The 2-2 inning number 2, 2-2 count. Now Top of the second, 3-2. Tubbs over at second. One out the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that will be out.
That's Biggie's toe number 2.
Number 2, and that will be strikeout number 2 on the night. So Paget so far on the mound kind of really came in and has kind of cleaned up what went wrong at the start of the game for Matthew Dooley. And as Perman Breckbill comes back up, Breckbill, his first time he walked, he came around and scored on the 2 RBI double by Caden Smith in that top of the first inning. So 2 outs here. First pitch, that one's in. Ball 1. So 1-0 count, 1 ball, no strikes. Outside, ball 2. 2 ball, no strikes. So 2-0 count to Breckbill. Paget working quick here. That's going to be good old Baltimore chop. Over to Anderson at second. To Bellamy. And that will conclude the top of the second for Carolina. No runs on a hit, no errors. And a runner left on base. More baseball coming up next right here on the home of your Carolina Disco Turkeys. Right here on YouTube. Bottom of the second, Matthew Wright to lead off. Boone, not much success in that bottom of the first inning. Wright takes one. That one is a high fly ball. That one is deep. And that is gone into the woods. That ball is never going to come back. And now Boone trails by 3. Man, the fans here in Boone, they come on their feet.
And he's taken home, so pump it up. Everybody follow your Bigfoot players and pump it up every time we
And that one was a deep fly ball right over that Chick-fil-A sign out in left field near that left center line.
The following act
And that was the first pitch out there in left center. That will bring up Dylan Baycott. First pitch. Down low, ball 1, 1-0 count. So now Carolina down by 3. 4-1. And if you're Kobe Cushing, you just need to kind of work through this inning now. Try to forget you let up the run, and that pitch is in for a strike. 1-1 count. That one will be a line drive. That one will go out into right. And that one could have been gone. That one right of the foul pole. And that one is a foul ball. That is a 1-2 count. That one could have trimmed this deficit in half to 2. So 1-2 count. On a ball and 2 strikes. The pitch, that one will be grounded. Gonna roll by Escarreta into left field for a single. And that'll bring up Ryan Bellamy.
Next, Bigfoot in the batter's box. Please welcome first baseman number 30, Ryan Bellamy.
So Bellamy comes in, runner on first. Carolina in double play alignment with no outs here in the bottom of the second. First pitch up high. That will be ball 1, 1-0 count. So a ball and no strikes. They're actually ruled out a strike, so 0-1 count there. And the pitch, and nope, pickoff attempt over on first on Baycott. He gets back in safely. 0-1 count remains though at 0-1. No balls and a strike. So no balls, 1 strike here to Bellamy. And the pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. Actually 0-2 count. So no balls, 2 strikes. So 0-2 count. Gonna check over on Baycott at first. Baycott gets back in time. Count remains 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That one fouled right back into the net. No balls, 2 strikes. So 0-2 count. Cushing looks in for the windup. The kick in the deal. Nope, and he's going to continue shaking off. He looked like he was ready to go. And then Bellamy calls time. So no balls, 2 strikes. Back over now, and that will be another pickoff attempt on Baycott, and Baycott has gotten in safely on the 3 so far this at-bat. Cushing winds up. Yep, this time Baycott's going to steal Barham out from the catcher's sack, and that will be a stolen base for Dylan Baycott. So Baycott now advances heat 90 feet. And nope, they're going to say he got him. And how about that? That is a good out there by Carolina. It looked like he was safe there for a second. So he's caught stealing on a 2-6. So that's the first out of the inning, 1-2. Cushing winds up, kicks, he'll deal. 1 strike away from getting the second out. That one will be grounded. That one will go right into Cameron Lee. And a single right there.
That's right, fans. Clap along for that base hit by Bellamy.
And that will bring up Sam Chabelle in the 8-hole. But Carolina can now get into double play alignment with one out.
Big. Now batting second baseman number 13, Colby Anderson.
And the pitch down, that will be in for a strike. 0-1. That one, though, down a little bit more on the lower end of the strike zone. So no balls and a strike. So 0-1 count to Anderson. And the pitch. That one up. Ball one. So a 1-1 count. So 1-1 looks inside. And the pitch. That one in. 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 count. And the pitch. And that one will be a swing and a miss for out number 2. Back to the bottom of the order.
Stepping up to the plate for your
That was actually Colby Anderson. I got that. I wrote that wrong in my book. So now Chabelle comes up. I had 8 and 9 confused. There you go. And now Chabelle comes up. First pitch. That one's in for a strike. 0-1 count. You take your notes before the game and then you can't read them. There you go. That's a lesson right there. I just experienced that one. That one up and in. Ball 1-1-2, and I'm not even gonna bother to show the notes I got here, but
there's a charge final.
and I had them at 8-9 on my note. I couldn't read it in the moment. Okay. 1-1 count. And the pitch inside. 1-2. So a ball, 2 strikes to Sam Chabelle. So 1-2 count. That pitch up. And they're going to say he went on the check swing up high. And that will conclude the bottom of the second inning. So Boone in the bottom of the second inning. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. More Carolina baseball up next right here on YouTube. Top of the third inning, Bentley Yates leads off. First pitch, foul tip back into the backstop. And that will be an 0-1 count. So foul ball there. So no balls, one strike. To Yates. Second pitch, that one in. That one had a little bit of a nasty curve on it. But it's going to be 0-2, so no balls, two strikes. And the pitch in. That one, a high fly ball. That one will be deep out to left. And that one will be caught by Wright. Wright had to move a little bit over to the track area. And that will be out number one here in the top of the third. And Wright really, he got a good hold on that ball there. So that'll be out. Nicholas Noto comes up. That pitch down in for a strike to Noto. First bat. First pitch, that's going to be in for a strike. Second pitch, line foul into that seating out there in right field. 0-2. Second pitch, and that one will be a strikeout there. Brings up Caden Smith, and now Carolina's at risk of going down. High fly ball, that's going to be out into second, and how about that? A nice running grab there. And that one will be out number 3 as Carolina goes down. 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the third inning, top of the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on the base. Bottom of the third we go. Up next, Carolina up by 3 right here on YouTube. Bottom of the third inning. Drifton Paget to lead off for Boone. It's going to be 1-2-3. First pitch from Cushing. He'll wind up, he'll kick, he'll deal. First pitch up high for ball 1. 1-0 count. So 1-0 count. And the pitch. High fly ball. And that one will be over. And that one will be out number 1. Yates caught that one there.
Stepping up to the plate for your Foots.
So Yates catches the first out. So the 2 second basemen, they've caught the last 2 outs in this ball game. The first out and the bottom third, and then the last out of the top of the third. Justin Reed up. Reed, first time he was struck out. He was Cushing's first strikeout of the night. So far in the night, Cushing has 3. First pitch up high, ball 1, 1-0 count. So 1-0. And the pitch. That one in, a ball and a strike. 1-1. Cushing gets ready. He'll wind up. He'll kick. He'll deal. That one will be a foul tip off the plate. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. That one foul. 1-2 count remains. As the Addams Family theme song plays here in the ballpark, and it's not Halloween yet, but the old television show. The only time I've seen it, I went to the musical of the Addams Family. It was touring in D.C. Got to see it at the Kennedy Center. A 1-2 count. That one will be a swing and a miss. And that one will be out number 2.
Next, Big Foot in the batter's box.
And that will be Cushing's 4th strikeout of the night. That brings up Tylen Reese. Yeah, the Addams, I mean, it's an interesting song. I mean, you know, it's synonymous, and it's one of those, like, I don't know if there's an academic term for it, and I apologize, like one of those classics. And that one lined over to Yates, and that one will conclude the bottom of the 3rd inning. So in the bottom of the 3rd for Boone, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. More Disco Turkey baseball right after this here on YouTube.
As a lookout on the field. Number 7, Aiden McAllister.
And McAllister to lead off the top of the 4th. So it's going to be 8, 9, and 1 due up. McAllister, Barham, and Dion Tubbs. And McAllister, first pitch from him will be foul. Ground ball right over there. Right over to second and Anderson. And that one will be out, number 1. So that is out 1 here. In the top of the 4th, that brings up Jonathan Barham. And McAllister's ground out in both at-bats so far tonight. Jonathan Barham, he grounded out to short. His first at-bat, he ended at the top of the 1st inning where all 9 Disco Turkey batters came up to the plate. Hard ground right over there by Barham. That one going to be right off the glove of Reed. And Barham's going to get to second on an E5. Because that ball went all the way out to right and left. So Jonathan Barham in scoring position. And they're going to rule that a hit. So we're going to give him a double. So they change that now to a double right there. So Dion Tubbs comes up. Little bumblebee action, trying to get right on the camera. Want to get a few moments of screen time. First pitch outside. That will be ball 1, 1-0 count. Tubbs signaling bunt there. They're going to say he went around, though. 1-1. So a ball and a strike. So Barham on base with a double. Tubbs on the night, 1 for 2, a ground out. And he reached on a single last time out. That one will be a foul ball. So 1-2 count. So Boone attacking the Disco Turkey hitters tonight. Only 3 walks on the night, but majority of those were given up by Matthew Dooley, who started this game. He only went 21 pitches. Padgett winds up, kicks, he'll deal. That'll be outside for ball 2. 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 count. And that one will be a swing and a miss. So Tubbs will go down on a swing and a miss, and that will be so that's the fourth strikeout on the night for Boone, the Boone pitching staff. They got 2 in the second off Padgett. So Padgett has recorded all 4 strikeouts. As Azaretta comes up. First pitch. Foul ball right back. 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike. Zezgaretta gets ready. That pitch outside. I'm going to call that a strike, so 2. So umpire tonight, a very liberal strike zone. And that one will be a swing and a miss right there. And that will conclude the top of the 4th inning. So for Carolina, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They will leave a runner on base with Boone with 5 strikeouts on the night. Boone up next, right here on YouTube.
Fans, make sure you join us Friday, July 1st for Canada Day.
Bottom of the fourth here, Tyson Bass to lead off. Cushing still on the mound. Cushing so far having a good outing through 4 innings. 4 strikeouts on his night. Through 45 pitches. In the first pitch to Bass, that one will be in for a strike, 0-1 count. So 0-1 count. And the pitch, that one will be a ball. 1-1, a ball and a strike. So 1-1 count. Actually, they call that 0-2. They're going to say, he didn't really swing around. It kind of just bounced off the top of the plate there. So, nope, they're actually going through 1-1 count. You look at the scoreboard sometimes, like, you double check it just to make sure you're accurate. And they had 0-2. That one outside for a ball, 2-1 count. And the pitch. Down low, ball 3. 3-1. So 3-1 count. And that one will be swing and a miss, 3-2. And that one will be a ground ball right through the glove of Smith. And Bass is not going to advance any further. And that will be the first error of the night. It will be on Smith. And that will be Carolina's 40th error of the summer through 20 games. And that one will be E3, and that will bring up Matthew Wright. So Wright comes up. First pitch. Up high, ball 1, 1-0 count. Ball, no strikes. That one up high. Ball 2, so 2-0. And the pitch. Up high, ball 3. 3-0 count. So runner on first. No outs here in the 4th inning. Bottom of the 4th. And Cushing has already seen Wright go deep on him tonight. So the approach is not kind of smart. You kind of know he can go deep. That one will be outside. Ball 4 to walk him.
Matt Wright's putting his best foot forward. Thanks to App Ortho.
That'll bring up Dylan Baycott. And we'll have a mound visit between Barham and Cushing. And they will have a nice chat on the mound, try to go over a strategy here. You have runners on first and second. Not going to be expecting a double steal here, up by 3. Most teams aren't going to go double steal. I mean, you'll see it occasionally, but it's not the commonality in our game. So Baycott comes in. And the pitch, that one up high. That will be a ball. 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. Cushing looks. The pitch. That'll be down low. Ball 2. So 2-0 count. So 2-0 count. Cushing looks in. Runner on first and second. Winds up, kicks he'll deal. That'll be upside. Ball 3. And they're going to try to get the runner at second on, well, we talked about double steal earlier, how rare it is. And Boone pulls it right off. So another mound visit here between Barham and Cushing. We'll see if they make a change. Scott Kirby has moved a step out of the dugout. Carolina has action in the bullpen. Dawson Neal warming up. But they're going to let Cushing continue this inning. And not trying to insult the double steal here, but you just rarely see it there. And Boone pulls it off. They got runners in scoring position. They're hoping to get this game within 1. Carolina trying to put up a good defense. So bases loaded, force on any base. And you saw how the strategy changed there right away. So now they can get a force out on any base. And that'll bring up Ryan Bellamy. And Scott Kirby will come out. And that could be the night for Cushing. There's Dawson Neal. He is warming up in the bullpen. Or this could be, it looks more like a strategy conversation here with the infield. Cushing, they're going to let Cushing probably go out and finish this up. Finish this inning. Nope, and they are going to call to the bullpen. They've just signaled to call to the bullpen, and we'll come back. New pitcher for Carolina. Bases loaded, though, here in the bottom of the 4th with no outs. We'll bring you the action right up next here on YouTube. New pitcher with bases loaded. Here in the bottom of the fourth, no outs for your Carolina Disco Turkeys. It's the DePaul incoming freshman, Dawson Neal. He comes in. Let's get you
What do you think about those pretty knees out there on the mound?
his line for the year so far. And here's the line. 6 games played, 2 starts, 12 and 2/3 innings pitched. 7 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned. 12 walks, 13 strikeouts for Neal. So he comes in relief of Kobe Cushing on the night. Give him credit, had a good outing. 59 pitches, 3 innings. And that will bring in Dawson Neal. And the umpires are going to come out and look at that conference. Neal had a interesting predicament. He had to change gloves back in the first game that these two teams played in Hickory. Umpires are talking to Jonathan Barham about something. And Scott Kirby's going to come out. And the fans here in Boone are annoyed, but Ryan Bellamy comes up, bases loaded. And so the situation, and now Boone's coach is coming out. They got something that they're not thrilled about. Jonathan Barham's looking into the Boone dugout. You know, it's not Major League Baseball. You don't have the sticky substance check. And new umpire going to come in. Okay, that's the umpire running in. There was some issue there, so hold up the game, but Dawson Neal comes in. Bases loaded. Here in the bottom of the fourth in the pitch. Up high, ball 1, 1-0 count. For the left-hander from Pfeiffer University. So I got him confused with somebody else. Foul ball, 1-1 count. No. Foul ball there for Neal. So 2 pitches so far. That one a high fly ball. That one will go down to deep center. That's going to go bounce off that wall. Bass is going to score. Wright was going to score. And how about 3 runs? And now it's Boone. So now Boone has cut this deficit to 1. Bass, Wright, and Baycott score.
Bump it up because guess what? A couple of flips are safe at home. Actually, a few of them.
So it's 4-3.
Stepping up to the plate for your Big Foots, second baseman number 13, Colby Anderson.
So 4-3 game here between. So Colby Anderson comes in after Bellamy gets the RBI double. First pitch to him will be a swing and a miss. 0-1 count. And the pitch. That one foul, 0-2. So 0-2. And the pitch. Up high. That will be a ball. 1-2 count. That pitch up high. Ball 2. That pitch up. Ball 3. 3-2 count. As Neal looks in, Barham gets the sign. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that will be out. Number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Sam Chabelle due up.
Catcher number 23, Sam Chabelle.
First pitch in. Strike 1, 0-1. So 0-1 count. That one will be up high. That'll be a ball. 1-1. That pitch in. For ball 2, 2-1 count. That pitch up. Ball 3, 3-1. So 3-1 count. That pitch in, 3-2 on the inside edge. Top of the hour. Justin Zimmer here with you from Boone. As the Carolina Disco Turkeys taking on the Boone Big Foots right now. 4-3 ball game. And that one a hard grounder. Right over Bentley Yates at second to Smith. And that will be out number 2.
And now, fans, top of the order for the Big Foots.
On that hard grounder, so 2 outs. As Bellamy moves over to third base, Neal gets ready. First pitch up high. Ball 1. So 1-0 count. Neal looks in. He'll get ready for the windup. The kick of the deal. That one down low. Ball 2. So 2-0 count. And a swing and a miss right there. 2-1. As Barham will get a new ball right there. So 2-1.
Excellent clapping tonight. Good job, y'all.
So 2-1 count. That one up high. Ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 strike, sorry. Made that one plural. Didn't need to be. 3-1 count. And that pitch in. 3-2. Now the strikes are plural. 3-2 count. To drift in Paget. Neal 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. And the pitch. Swing and a miss right there, and that will be out. Number 3 here in the bottom of the 4th. But for Boone, 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and a runner left on base. More Disco Turkey baseball right after this here on YouTube.
Hey, Bigfoot fans, if you want to turn your attention out to the outfield, I got 2 awesome guys here, and we're going to do a
And welcome back. Top of the 5th. New ball game here. Game is tied at 4-4. So Cameron Lee comes up. So tie ball game. First pitch in outside. 1-1 count. So Boone that last inning, they put up 3 runs. Tie this game up. That one foul. Once again, one of those surely went with the gut. The board had it at 4-3, and I was like, okay, that's odd because three people touched home. So it's 4-4. So Neal will get credited with one of those earned runs. If my math, I'd have to look my math would probably believe that. That pitch down low, ball 2. 2-2 count. And that one will be a strikeout. That ball goes by Lee. And 6th strikeout of the night. All of which have been recorded there by Paget.
left fielder number 22, Fairman Breckle.
So Breckbuell comes up. Breckbuell on the night, a walk and a ground out, 0 for 1 for average. And the pitch. That's in for a strike. 0-1 on a breaking ball pitch coming in off the curve. 0-1 count. Grounder right into the outfield. Over to Bacon, and that will be a single. For Breckfield, brings up Bentley Yates. Yates on the night, 1 for 2. A base hit in the first. Flew out to left. His second at bat. And Breckfield, decent size lead over at first. First pitch down low, ball 1 to Bentley Yates. Ground ball right over to short. Back. And that will be... They're going to call that a fielder's choice right there. Fielder's choice on the 6'4", Basta Albertson.
Hey fans, something else to cheer about. We're about to walk through the stands. Snickers, ice cream bar.
So 2 outs. So Yates reaches on a 6'4", fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Nico Noto to the plate.
I can't do it, buddy. I'm sorry.
First pitch down low. That's going to be a ball. Wide stolen base there, and that will be a stolen base
Come on, umpire. Why didn't you catch that for us?
for Bentley Yates. On ball 1, a 1-0 count. That pitch out down low, ball 2. 2-0 count. So 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch down low, that'll be ball 3.
Here he is. Dollar Snickers ice cream bar.
3 balls, no strikes. That pitch inside, 3-1 count. So 3 balls and a strike. Hard ground up there by Noto. That's going to be right over to short and Bass, and that will be the end, though, of the top of the 5th inning. In the top of the 5th, Carolina, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. Bottom of the 5th we go. Carolina tied with Boone. We'll see if Carolina can hold off right after this, right here on YouTube. Justin Reed due up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Neal in for his 2nd inning of work in a tied ball game. Reed on the night 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly out to 2nd. First pitch in. Strike 1, 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Neal. High fly ball.
Heads up the foul ball.
Foul ball into right. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. So 0-2 count. And the pitch. And that one will hit Reed. So now Carolina will have a runner on base to deal with as Tylen Reese comes up.
Ah, there we go. There's the thumbs up. You can cheer for that, fans. You can cheer that he's all right. Stepping up to the plate for
As A.J. Lewis walks back to the dugout in his Python snake boots. I chatted with him during batting practice. He's like, gave the cost of those boots. I ain't going to share that on air just to, in case his family's watching. But, yeah, he says he lives in boots, and, well, he has the old, the snake boots tonight. I believe he said that was python or rattlesnake. It was one of the 2 venomous creatures. Okay. That brings up Tylen Reese. That pitch, that one will be a line. And Esgaretta right off there on a pop fly. Single, on that one escapes. Noto at 3rd. Oh, hello score on that play. But we'll give it now an infield single. We'll see what they'll say here in Boone. I mean, that is a tough grab to make. Potential fielding error on throwing error on Breck Buell. Nope, they're going to give him a single, and you got to agree there. That is a tough play there, and so now Reed's all the way over at 3rd.
Hey, here he comes. Shortstop number 7, Tyson Bass.
So Bass comes up. Runner on 3rd and 1st. Here in the top of the 5th inning. So Bass comes up. Bass on the night. A fly out, and he reached last time on the E3 by Smith. He came around and scored. On the 3 RBI double by Ryan Bellamy that tied this ball game up 1-0. Count now to Bass. So for 2 on the night. So runner on 2nd. Ground ball right over to Escarreta. They're going to get Bass out at 1st.
Hey, Bigfoot player.
And now Boone will have a 1-run lead in this ball game. It's 5-4. And that Boone now leads 5-4 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And that'll bring up Matthew Wright, runner on 2nd.
Left fielder number 1, Matt Wright.
As now Boone leads 5-4. First pitch up, and that will be ball 1. 1-0 count. So a ball, no strikes. And that one will be grounded over there for 3 by 4-3-2, and that will move Reese over to third base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Now batting for your Foots, right fielder, number 16, Dylan Baycott.
First pitch up, ball 1. That one foul. A ball and a strike. One one. Pitch, ground ball. That's going to be right over to short and Esgaretta. And that'll be over. And that will be out.
I gotta hand it to the umpire on that dance move.
Number 3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. In the bottom of the 5th, Boone takes the lead, 5-4. Top of 6 we go. Carolina has a chance to tie right after this, right here on YouTube.
And fans, make sure you're wearing your Big Foots gear around town.
Caden Smith leads off in the top of the 6th inning. Carolina now down by 1 run. First pitch in to Smith, 0-1 count. And that one by Smith, that will be a fly ball deep out to center. Paget will get it, and that will be out. Number 1 in the top of 6th inning.
Bobbing to the top is the designated hitter, number 7, Aiden McAllister.
McAllister comes up. McAllister on the night, 2 ground outs, 1 to third and 1 to second in his first 2 at bats. McAllister, that's going to be a line drive. And that one will be caught out in center field by Drifton Paget, and that will be out. Number 2. Brings up Jonathan Barham
Stepping up to the plate,
with 2 outs.
the fancy feathered friends. Catcher number 20, Jonathan Barham.
First pitch will be a hit by pitch for Barham. And so Barham will make the nice stroll over 90 feet to first.
Top of the order for the Turkeys. Center fielder number 3, Dion Tubbs.
And Tubbs comes up. Tubbs on the night, 1 for 3. First pitch in, 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. That pitch in, 1-1. A ball and a strike. Tubbs, swing and a miss right there. And that'll be 1-2.
Strikes 2 outs. Let's get the foot side.
Here in the top of the 6th inning, Carolina's got runner over on first and Barham with the hit by pitch. Carolina down by 1.
He's staying alive. Keep that stomp alive. Here we go. 2 strikes.
So foul ball, 1-2 count. Badger winds up, kicks O'Deal. Drop third strike. And over to first, and that will conclude the top of the 6th inning. So in the top of the 6th for Carolina, no runs, no hits, no errors. They leave a runner in Barham up on base.
They come back again. It's your
Boone up by 5-4, heading into the bottom of 6. More baseball right here after this on YouTube. Ryan Bellamy to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. Boone up by 1 run, 5-4. They got 3 in the 4th inning. So Neal back on for his third inning of work. So far in the night, 31 pitches. Pitcher stretching and tossing out in the Disco Turkey bullpen out and right. First pitch up high. Ball one, 1-0 count. There's 1 ball, no strikes. No count. And they're going to say that hit Bellamy. So Bellamy will make the walk
All right, Ryan.
over to first base.
You're all right. Double thumbs up. That's even better.
So he's hit by a pitch. Prior to that at bat, he had single and double. No runs recorded. And Boone was going to make a change here. Looks like they're going to make it. Yep, they're going to go pinch runner. That looks like Dooley came out.
Now batting second baseman number 13.
So Colby Anderson now due up. They made a pinch run change. We'll see if we can get that number around. I'll tell you who it is. First pitch. And that's a hit by pitch there by Anderson. Sorry about that. I had to check to see who 18 was on their roster. Gabe Julian, he's over at second base. Apologies about that. They didn't. You look at the lineup card. So he's over at second base. First pitch in for a strike. 0-1 count. So no balls and a strike. So David Julian, the pinch runner. And that pitch outside on a 1-1 count. So 1-1 count to Chabelle. Chabelle calls bunt. And now he went around. They're going to say that was a swing and a miss. 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 count. About to say fly ball. That is foul. 1-2. And that pitch, he goes around.
Top of the order for the
That one out, that will be
fielder number 2,
Drifton Paget. So Paget comes up. Paget on the night 0 for 2 after the strikeout there by Chabelle. Pitch up high, ball 1. 1-0 count. 1 ball, no strikes. That pitch up. Ball 2. So 2-0 count again. The mascot walks right through the shot. So 2-0. Down low, ball 3. 3-0. So 3-0. And the pitch. Up high, that'll be ball 4. The base is loaded. So now bases are loaded here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That'll bring up Justin Reed. And we'll see Carolina. They're going to make a pitching change right here. And when we come back, new pitcher on the mound with bases loaded. More Disco Turkey Baseball up right after this. Bases loaded. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, new pitcher on the mound. It's Scout Nichols, the Rhinestone Cowboy. He comes in. Clutch situation right here. First pitch, bunt, and that one will be foul. So a 1 count. No balls and a strike. So 1 on the foul ball bunt. Second pitch inside. Well, be up high. Ball 1. 1-1 count. New pitcher on the mound for your Carolina Disco Turkeys. That's the Rhinestone Cowboy, Scout Nichols. Let's give you a look at Scout's line heading into this outing. That pitch, that'll be inside. Up 1-2. 1-2 count. Nichols on the Summers. 1 game start, 7 innings pitch. 0-1 record, 1 save, 13 hits, 10 runs, 6 earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. So 2-2 count. And Nichols with a 7.71 ERA and a whip of 2.429. That one up there is swing and a miss. And that will be out number 2.
Next, Bigfoot in the batter's box. Designated hitter number 35, Tylen Reese.
So Reese comes up. Reese on the night, 1 for 3. First pitch, ground ball. Gonna go right by Yates. That's gonna score. Gonna score more. Anderson, they're gonna come around and score. So Bellamy's runner. Julian, and Anderson come around and score. And now it is a 3-run lead. And a runner on third and first.
Now batting for the Bigfoots, shortstop number 7, Tyson Bass.
Dyson Bass comes up first. Though Scout Nichols going to check on Reese over at first base with 2 outs. And the pitch outside, that'll be in for a strike. 0-1 count. Here on a beautiful summer's night from Boone. No balls and a strike. Ground ball. That's going to go right through over to Lee. And that's going to score Paget. And now Boone has doubled the size of their lead to 4. And now it's 8-4. And now Boone is leading as much as Carolina led in the first inning. So it's 8-4. On an RBI single there by Bass.
Next up, left fielder number 1.
And Reese now over to third base. Bass at first. First pitch in. To right is strike 1, 0-1 count. And that one will be a high fly ball over to Cameron Lee. And that will conclude the top of the 6th inning. So Boone in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors. And 2 runners left on base. Boone up. 8-4. More Disco Turkey Baseball right after this, right here on YouTube. 7th, Miggy Escaretta, he'll lead off. First pitch up high. Ball 1. 1-0 count. Second pitch on the outside edge. Ball 2. 2-0. Escaretta on the night 0 for 2. Pitch from Paget. That's going to be a line drive out into about left center. We'll drop in front of Paget. And that will be a base hit. And that will bring up Cameron Lee.
Next up to bat for the Turkeys, right fielder number 25, Cam Lee.
So Lee comes up. Lee took one deep in the first inning out to left. And that inning where Carolina scored 4 runs. First pitch up high. 1-0 count. So 1-1 count. And Lee, that one will be a high fly ball. That one will be foul.
Goes up the foul ball.
And it'll be 1-2.
Yeah, hold that up.
And there with a swing and a miss there. That will conclude the first at bat there by Lee. That brings up Primin Breckbuell.
Stepping up to the plate for the Disco Turkeys, left fielder number 22, Sherman Breckbuell.
Breckbuell comes up 1 for 2 on the night. That one will be a pop fly. And that's going to head out to about right field. Bass, Paget, and Baycott all on it. Baycott makes the grab. And that will be the second out of the top of the 7th.
Stepping up to the plate for the Dancing
So 2 outs.
second baseman number 1, Bentley Yates.
And that will bring up Bentley Yates. Yates 1 for 3. They're going to check on Escaretta over at first. He gets back in safely. Pitch to Yates. That'll be a fly ball. That one's going to move. Paget over into about right center. They get it, though, in deep right center, and that will be out number 3 here in the top of the 7th. So for Carolina,
Business, and guess what, fans?
in the top of the 7th, they get no runs on a hit. No errors and a runner left on base. Time to stretch from Boone.
Stretch out a bit.
Bottom 7th, coming up next, right here on YouTube. Bottom of the seventh here from Boone. Interesting scene during the seventh inning stretch as the Bigfoots are out singing Sweet Caroline. Disco Turkey catcher Jonathan Barham kind of tackled their mascot down to the ground, and mascot's okay at least, but that is a interesting form of a rivalry there. 7 hits both sides as Boone leads 8-4. We'll give you our upcoming schedule, let you know where Boogie and his friends are going to be heading in our next 5 telecasts. Tell you where we're going on Friday. We're off tomorrow and Thursday, but Friday we're taking on the Locos at Forbush High School. Our last visit up there. First pitch at 6:30 p.m. On Saturday night, a newly added game between the Foothills Senior Legion out in Mount Airy, North Carolina, about 30 minutes from Winston-Salem. And then on the 4th of July, a matinee against the Moravians. We'll see them again from Truist Point Stadium in High Point. And then on the 5th, the Native American national team. And then on the 6th, the Martinsville Mustangs at 7 p.m. That is a CPL game. We will not be able to bring that game to you here on YouTube. It will be available for you on Flow Sports. That pitch up high, ball 1. Again, out of that stretch, majority of the games we will bring to you. Only game we cannot due to contractual obligation from the CPL is the game against the Martinsville Mustangs. But we'll see the Locos on Friday night. So 2-0 count. Come on the air right before first pitch. That pitch in, 2-1. To Dylan Baycott. Baycott on the night, 1 for 2. And that pitch outside, ball 3. 3-1 count. And that one will be a high fly ball. That one will go out to Cameron Lee. And that will be out number 1. Whoops, I wrote that in there. Yep, I got Baycott right. Never mind. I thought I wrote in the Disco Turkey box, and I realized I was correct in the right box. Okay, out number 1.
Number 18, David Julian.
David Julian comes up. The junior utility player out of Georgia College. First pitch foul. 0-1. The utility player over at first base now for the Bigfoots. Came in for Ryan Bellamy last inning. Bench running in the pitch from Nichols inside. That will be ball 1. 1-1 count. So a ball and a strike in the pitch. Bats in 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. That pitch down low. And that'll be ball 2. So we'll see the High Point Thomasville Locos on Friday night from Forbush. And the pitch. High fly ball out there by Julian. Tubbs going to run out for it. And Cameron Lee comes in around right center. He gets that one. And that will be out number 2 here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Next up to bat for your Foots. Second baseman number 13, Goldie Anderson.
The Locos in action tomorrow against the Greensboro Monarchs. First pitch. That'll be ball one. But we will see them. That pitch in. 1-1 count. So a ball and a strike. That one will be grounded. Over, foul ball. 1-2 count.
Good to hear some happy fans out there.
That pitch up high, that'll be ball two. So 2-2 count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one will be a swing and a miss right there. As Anderson goes down swinging here. So there in the bottom of the 7th for Boone. No runs, no hits, no errors. They leave no one up on the base paths. Top of the 8th we go. Carolina bats ready to go. It's Noto, Smith, and McAllister. When we come back, right here on YouTube.
And the books say thank you to Skyline Snybest for their support.
So Carolina leads off the top of the 8th. Tanner Bray, he will lead off. As now Carolina down by 4 runs here in the latter portion of this ball game. Got the lights on in here, so first pitch in to Bray. That will be strike 1. Padgett's still on the mound. He's gone through majority of this game. After Dooley only made it a third of an inning. That will be a swing and a miss for strike 2. So Bray pitch on the outside edge. That will be ball 1, 1-2 count. From here in beautiful Boone, North Carolina, on the campus of Appalachian State University, member of the Sun Belt Conference. And the pitch, down low, ball 2. We'll make a couple more visits up here to Boone throughout the course of the month of July. As again, these teams battle for the Turkey Foot Cup. We'll give you the remainder games. So far we've already played 6 of the meetings so far. We're on meeting number 6 between these two teams. So we got 4 more of the remainder of this summer for you. As Bray will walk.
Hey fans, your attention please. Breaking news from the concession stand. $2 hot dogs for $2 right now. Get them while they last.
Our next meeting after tonight will be on Sunday, July 10th with the Bigfoots. A Sunday matinee at 4 o'clock. On Thursday the 14th, we'll see Boone again. This time at Truist Stadium. Pickoff attempt over at first. On Bray. We'll see him for 2 games. The 14th and 15th, we're going to see Boone at Truist. And then the final meeting on Friday, July 22nd, here in Boone for a Friday night game. That one will be foul. 0-1 by Dino Tharp. So Tharp comes in. Foul ball, 0-1 count. And the pitch down low. That one will be a ball. 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And again, the winner of the season-long series will receive the Turkey Foot Cup. And the pitch down low. Inside for a strike. 1-2 count. Hard grounder right over to second and Anderson. And that one will be out number 1. Here in the top of the 8th. And Aiden McAllister will make his way up. A.J. Lewis walks back, and he's gone from the Python cowboy boots to regular sneakers. Pitching change might be imminent here for Boone. Here at the top of the hour, Justin Zimmer here with you from Boone. Temperatures dropped considerably since we got underway, 82 degrees when we got started. Right now, the forecast, 74 degrees. And a pitching change here for the Boone Big Foots, so we'll step aside. More Disco Turkey Baseball right after this, right here on YouTube. Runner over on third base, McAllister. Due up, McAllister, broken bat. That one right over by short. How about that play over there, boys and girls? As Reed had to come over by the shortstop position as McAllister breaks the bat. And Carolina will score a run here, and it's going to be 5-8. So a 5-3 RBI. That scored Tanner Bray. And a nice welcome to the game.
Next at bat for the Pretty Birds, catcher number 20, Jonathan Barham.
First pitch in for strike one. That one, line drive over there by Jonathan Barham, and he'll go out to about near the gap. As Treperis came in to pitch, we finally.
Double order for the Disco Turkeys. Number 30, Dion Tubbs. Nice swing, Jonathan.
So now Dion Tubbs comes up. Jonathan Barham goes back to first, and we'll see if Boone's going to make another change there. Trepper just came in, and they're going to. So it's 5-8. And when we come back, new pitcher in for the Big Foots right after this, right here on YouTube. New pitcher in for the Boone Big Foots. It's Cole Alsup. The Disco Turkeys, we've seen him before so far this summer. So we'll give you his line against the Carolina Disco Turkeys. Alsup. He's gone one game, 1 2/3 innings pitch. On 42 pitches, 0-1 record. He got the loss in his first outing. 2 hits, 1 run, no earned, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. So first pitch, to Dion Tubbs. That's going to be a high ball. Turn the camera back on. And that one will be down low. Ball 2. So 2-0 count. So 2-0, and the fly out to left had to fix the score there. There goes the lineup. Fly out to left right there. That ends the top of the 8th inning. So for Carolina, 1 run, 1 hit. No errors. And a runner left on base. Bottom of the 8th we go. Carolina got to keep it right here. Needs a shutdown inning to keep this game at 3. More Carolina Disco Turkey Baseball right after this here on YouTube. Sam Schoffel leads off. As Schoffel now, he'll lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch outside. And now it's going to be ball 1. 1-0 count. So try to get the mic closer. There we go. So 1-0. Pitch outside. That one's going to be down low, ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Took off the wrong headset. So 2-0 count. I was trying to see if I get a crowd mic set up, and then the inning started for like the last little bit because they had an extra headset up here. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. That one hard grounder right over to Yates at second. And Thorpe will have to come off the bag. So it'll be a thrown error on Bentley Yates. I mean, that was a tough play over there by Yates off that hard grounder. I was down on the field earlier before the game, and if you were to bounce the ball, like the baseball, it comes up to you, right? Comes right back to you, right up to where you bounce it. So the turf here is more like a basketball court because like you can really bounce it. And as Drifting Padgett comes back up, Padgett on the night. 0 for 2. And the pitch. High fly ball. And that is going to be caught there by Yates. And that one will be out number 1. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, as I mentioned, Carolina really needs a shutdown inning right here. Keep the deficit where it's at. Head in the top of the 9th and let your bats go to work as we blocked out right field. I don't know how we did that, but let's get that camera readjusted. We're going to move that a little over here. It's like a recipe with the camera. You have to... Yep, no, you get a little bit of right field now. So first pitch up high. So 1. Off on the attempted pickoff. They're going to check on Chabelle again. That pitch inside. 0-2 count.
That's what I'm talking about.
Another pickoff attempt. Runner gets back in safely. As Nichols gets ready for the pitch. The windup, the kick in the deal. That one will be up for a foul ball. So 0-2 count. So 1-1 count. Swing and a miss up high. No, but it was 0-2. It was 0-2 regardless. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that'll be the second out. Brings up Tylen Reese.
Stepping up to the plate for your folks. Designated hitter number 35, Tylen.
As the Rhinestone Cowboy gets his first strikeout of the night. Actually, his second. Right there. So 2 strikeouts there for Nichols. Pickoff attempt. They're going to check on the runner. And he gets back in safely. Right there. So 1-0. 1-0 count. No count there. They keep it at 1-0. And 5 fly ball. That one's going to be caught. Barham going in by the dugout. He gets that on the pop fly. Caught foul. And that one will be out number 3. So for Boone, no runs, no hits, 1 error. And they leave a runner on base. More Disco Turkey Baseball up right after this here on YouTube. Top of the ninth.
Number 2, Mickey Gazzarella.
Top of the ninth inning. Here from Boone as Garetta to lead off. For Boone, it's going to be 2, 3, 4, the core of the batting order to lead off. First pitch in for a strike. 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike into Garetta. 1 defensive change to alert you about. Jaden Barker in for Boone at catcher. Second pitch up high for a ball. So 1-1 count. There's a Garetta. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Up high, that's going to be ball 2. 2-1 count. And that pitch will be up, and they're going to rule that a walk on the 3-1. As Garetta goes over to first base, and that is the start of a Carolina rally that you need right here in the top of the ninth. We'll see if Boone will make another change. They have an arm up in the bullpen, but doesn't look to be a change. They're just a simple mound visit. And Boone will make the change. So they're going to make a pitching change here in the top of the ninth when we come back. New pitcher. That and more up next right here on YouTube. New pitcher here in the top of the ninth. It's going to be Travis Shoemate. So he comes in. He's been the closer. He got the save in one matchup already between Boone and Carolina. So Shoemate comes in. And it's going to be Lee due up, but Carolina here, they need 3 runs to tie this ball game. Off to a good start there with Garetta getting walked. And so now the Disco Turkeys, they're going to hope to get some late run magic here, and they've proven throughout this season they are the comeback kids. They can come back from a deficit that in a ball game, and they can come back. Though you got to give credit Carolina in this ball game. They led by 4 in the start. A rough 4th inning where Boone was able to score 3. Then they got 3 in the 6th. But Carolina, they're in position one more time to make a comeback here. And they're going to start it off with Garetta over on first. Cameron Lee due up. Cameron Lee's already gone deep once tonight.
Number 25, Cam Lee.
We'll see what Lee's got in him.
Wants to steal here, right?
So Lee's due up. Lee 1 for 4. His one hit was the home run. He is the team leader in the long ball this year. First pitch, swing and a miss. With 5 officially, he hit that one in that rain out against the Kingsmen back in early June in Hickory. And the pitch from Schumann, that was a strike 1. Second pitch in, 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch, up high. That's going to be a ball. 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here for Shoemate on Lee. Shoemate winds up, kicks the deal. As Garda got to head over to second, and how about that? A little bit of a line drive over there by Anderson. Ezgarda was already stealing second. Line drive there caught. And it's going to be a double play. So a line out double play there on a 4U3. So there's 2 outs in this ball game. That brings up
left fielder number 22, Herman Breckle.
as Yates comes up to the plate.
Let me get a oh yeah.
And Breckbuell on the night. He's the last hope for Carolina. And the pitch. Up high. That's going to be a ball. 1-0 count, so 1 ball, no strikes. Again, Carolina, they were back at Forbush High School on Friday night. That pitch, a swing and a miss. 1-1. Where the Disco Turkeys will take on the High Point Thomasville Locos. First pitch at 6:30 p.m. We'll come on the air right before with our pregame show. 1-1 count. And the pitch from Shoemate. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Oh yeah.
So 1-2 count, and the fans here in Boone
Two strikes, 2 outs.
will begin to make some noise.
What are you going to do? Stampede stomp. Here you go.
With 2 strikes here in the top of the 9th. Shoemate. He'll wind up, he'll kick, and he'll deal. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And Carolina will go down in this ball game 5-8. When we come back, we'll have the post-game show as the Carolina Disco Turkeys fall 8-5. More Disco Turkey baseball, our post-game show, right after this, here on YouTube. And we welcome you to our post-game show. And a rough night for the Carolina Disco Turkeys as they fall to the Boone Big Foots by a final score of 8-5. Justin Zimmer here with you. Again, I forgot the tripod at the camera tripod today at home, back at my apartment here in Winston-Salem. So we won't be able to give you a booth shot tonight, so apologies for that.
Don't leave.
But Boone defeats Carolina by a final score of 8-5, and you got to give Carolina credit. They had they pounced early in this ball game. They scored 4 runs in the first inning, and then in a night where it seemed that Carolina kind of could go off of that, they had and then the bottom of the first inning. You look at that ball game there in the bottom of the first. They kind of held Boone to no runs, and at that point, it was 4-0. And then Boone scores in the bottom of the second inning, and at that point it's a 3-1 ball game. That was off of a Matthew Wright home run, and then it was pretty much scoreless until the bottom of the fourth inning, and you have that Ryan Bellamy double that scored 3 runners: Tubbs, Bass, Wright, and Bass, Wright, and Big. Tubbs is the one. It went out to Tubbs in center. And at that point, the game was 4-4. You head out to the top of the fifth. No runs there. In the bottom of the fifth, Boone was able to take the lead on a Tyson Bass ground out, Tezcaretta, which scored Justin Reed. So at that point, the game was 5-4. Then bottom of the sixth, Boone had another run with another base hit by Tylen Reese. He gets a single to ground ball to right. And that would score Julian and Anderson. And that made the game 7-4. And then Tyson Bass, he also got a single to right. That scored Drifton Paget. And at that point, Boone was up by 4 runs. So that's how Boone scored their 8 runs. And then you go to the top of the 8th for Carolina. McAllister gets a ground out on a broken bat. That scored Tanner Bray. And then we forgot to tell you about the top of the first. So right out of order here. But Cameron Lee, he gets a 2-run homer in the top of the first to make it 2-0. And then Smith with a line drive double. That scored 2. And that made it 4-0. And then Carolina 5-8. So the Disco Turkeys on the year, they now fall to 9-10-1. We'll give you the line for the pitchers. Kobe Cushing, he went 3 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Dawson Neal, he collects the loss. He went 2 1/3, 2 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Scout Nichols, he went 2 2/3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no earned, no walks, and 3 Ks. For the Boone Big Foots, Dooley, and that was the story of the first inning. Matthew Dooley, the starting pitcher, he only went 1/3 of an inning, 3 runs, 3 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 3 walks, no strikeouts. Paget comes in, Clifton Paget comes in. He had a phenomenal inning. He goes 7 innings. He gets 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. Trepper comes in for a third. He gets 1 hit. The rest of the line remains zeros. Alsop comes in, goes a third. He gets 1 walk. And then Shoemake comes in with a save. He went 1 inning in the 9th. No runs, no hits, no earned, no walks, and a strikeout. First pitch was at 6:33 p.m. tonight. Last pitch at 9:28. So time of the ball game, a little under 2 hours and 55 minutes. With the loss, Dawson Neal's record, it now falls 2 on the year to 2-1. So Neal now at 2-1. Carolina falls to 9-10-1 overall on the summer. And again, that will do it for Carolina Disco Turkey Baseball tonight. And again, I just want to mention one personal note about it was great to be back with you all tonight after having to attend to a family emergency in D.C. Very grateful for the kindness of our players and our ownership group, Greg Sullivan, Joe Mackey, and all involved with the Carolina Disco Turkeys, letting me take a couple nights off. Just again, I just want to thank them real quick before we sign off tonight. So once again, your final score: Boone defeats Carolina 8-5. Carolina back in action Friday night from Fort Bush High School, taking on the High Tom Locos. We'll come on the air at right before 6:30 with our pregame show, and we'll bring you more Disco Turkey baseball. So for all of us at Stellarmark Entertainment and the Carolina Disco Turkeys, I'm Justin Zimmer. Have a good night, and we'll see you Friday night from Fort Bush High School in Yadkinville. Good night, everybody.